I want to go back to the questions. Someone who's considering therapy, someone who's questioning if therapy is for them,
or who's still subscribing to the stigma that therapy is for crazy people.
What would you say to that? And also, as an individual questioning that, where do they begin?
That is a very loaded question.
I know, bitch. That's how we throw shit on.
Everything on here is loaded.
That's pretty loaded. And the honest response, which may come across as a bit of an asshole in my private life, in my public life, I'm very much.
Which serves you very well in therapy, by the way.
I'm sure.
It just cuts through. Okay? She's got to cut through. Sometimes you be trying to get bullshit. She's like, no, I don't believe you. No. And you're like, damn, I can't even lie. I can't lie. Damn.
I tell people and I share with people. I try not to tell people anything because there's things that I'm very clear. I'm not Miss Cleo, so I can't tell the future. I can't tell what's going to happen to you. And I paid a lot of money for my brain, so I use it really, 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 really well. However, I tell people, like, I'm not in the position or the place to have my time wasted, nor have your time wasted. Mm-hmm. So if you are still in the, I'm not sure, or how can it help, take your time. Therapists are going to be there.
Right.
Good ones may not, but therapists are going to be there. And I think that's one thing that I'll touch on. But really, this being in therapy is probably one of the biggest commitments that you will make outside of child rearing.
Oh, outside of the bar class I'm signing up for?
Outside of that.
Completely outside of that.
Completely
outside of bar class.
Okay.
On the other.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So with that being said, you got to know that you want to do it.
Yeah.
Because it's work.
Because it's work. The only way that you're doing it right is if you're working. And so I share with people, just really pay attention to where you're at. The second thing is making sure that you go into it as a relationship. We had to kiss, and I don't know about any of the audience or anyone else here, but I had to kiss a lot of frogs to get to a prince. And therapy is the same way. You're not going to find your prince or princess right out the gate.
No.
You are dating your therapist. Because this is the person that you're going to hopefully tell the most intimate parts of yourselves to. You don't want to just do that with anyone. You want to make sure, and that person is going to, I fuck up often. I don't say the right thing often. And I'm okay with that because it's a relationship.
Right.
I am a mirror and I am what you give to the world. So I don't get it right. So I say, be willing to go through a couple therapists. And just like you're seeing about their vibe, or they're seeing about your vibe, you see about their vibe too. Is this someone that I want to talk to on a regular basis? And
can I ask that before you go on?
Yes.
A regular basis for someone seeking therapy. Once a month, once a week? How often? Because even, of course, it could be taxing on someone's pockets as well. Right. We know we just got out of a pandemic.
True.
So I want to ask you, for it to be something that does work, knowing it's work, how often should someone speak to their therapist?
I would recommend at least for the first 3 to 6 months doing it weekly.
Okay.
And it's not just because at least weekly, because it gets you, especially if you're new, it gets you in the rhythm of meeting with someone, with knowing that, all right, it's Tuesday night on Wednesday, it holds you accountable in a way that every other week or once a month doesn't do. So I would say at least weekly, and then have a conversation with your therapist like, yo, how are you thinking me doing it, continuing every week is? And then you guys get to talk about it. So I say first 3 to 6 months, every week because you want to get a feel and a rhythm of who they are, who you are, how y'all rock.
I like that answer.
The stigma piece,
Right.
that's kind of why I got into this, is because I know that this is my gift. 100,000, I know that. And I know that I am a therapist unlike other people. I work in the music industry. And so it's important for me to be relatable and have people feel like, yo, I could, in my office in LA when we had an office, because I'm licensed in LA, I'm licensed in Georgia, and I'm also licensed in New York.
Talk your shit
Get
quick.
into it.
This little flex is brought to you by.
Right? But my LA office is in my home. And I did that intentionally because, having insert rapper drive up to my house, you don't know if I'm the baby mama. You don't know if I'm the auntie. You don't know if I'm the weed man. You don't know who I am. And that gives people a level of comfort because I go into the studio, I go on tour, I go to the club. Wherever you need me, I'm there. And forgive me for saying, and shout out to the little Jewish ladies with fanny packs that are therapists in the world, but y'all can't do what I do.
Talk your shit, queen.
And it's because I am embedded in culture. I am a hip hop head. I am a kid of the 90s. Maybe early 90s, but
it's okay. Still the 90s. Still the 90s.
They're the 90s. Darn it. So for me, it's important that you don't know who I am. My anonymity is very important because it's more important for you to feel comfortable as the person who is seeking my service than for me to be all in the videos.
Right.
So this is a bit much for me, to say the least, but I'm thankful and appreciative. But just jump into therapy. It's okay. It's really okay. You're not going to die.